When the going gets rough, you know how the saying goes. Sometimes things happen. Life happens, and it's not always our fault. In this podcast, we'll feature real-life testimonials from people like you, from good times to bad, funny memories and hard lessons learned. Everyone has a story, and everyone has been there. From business owners to parents to young adults, the Hive 5 aims to tell stories of overcoming the struggles of adulting while celebrating the little victories of life. In each podcast, our guests will give insight to 5 key takeaways from someone who's been there and done that, leaving you better than when you started. Thank you so much for listening today. My name is Kagan with BriteBee, and today we have a special guest, Grant Johnson with Värde Insurance Group at MWI in Edmond, Oklahoma. How are you, Grant?
I'm good. How are you, Keegan?
Hey, I'm doing fine. Thank you so much. Well, thank you for being on today. I want to talk about many things about you and your insurance agency, but also just you as an individual and also your partners in crime in the insurance world. First off, just give us a little bit of background on who you are, what products you offer, and also the companies you offer.
Sure. Again, great to be here. Thanks for having me. And again, I'm Grant Johnson. I am with the Värde Insurance Group at MWI, and MWI stands for MWI Insurance Brokers. I work alongside with many different agents at MWI, and I myself have a team of agents that work with me under MWI, including my twin brother, Garrett, and another awesome employee we have named Casey. So I have been in insurance for almost 4 years now, coming up on that very closely, and absolutely love doing what I do, being able to provide great protection and coverage, consultation for people for basically every type of insurance besides health insurance. So you're looking at home, auto, boats, life insurance, and commercial and business insurance too.
Can you give us just a few companies that you do represent as well?
Yeah. So at MWI and Värde Insurance, we have about 20 different companies that we get to shop from. So we're just like any other insurance agents, but we have multiple companies to look from, including companies like Progressive, Travelers, SafeCo, Chubb. So we have a good variety, just about be able to help almost everybody, from companies that might have, higher risk, different odd types of things of, different home types that other companies might not allow or write insurance for, or just the everyday normal type of homes that you'll see, or vehicles or whatever else. So a lot of fun companies to be able to look at and choose.
What do you like looking at the most? What do you feel like is your niche?
Me personally, I love home insurance and auto. They typically, as you probably know, in insurance, they tie together a lot because you get pretty good bundles and discounts for having both. I love working with home buyers, new home buyers, first-time home buyers. I think it's so much fun to be able to provide value to them in such a small piece of the insurance while they're looking at the homes with their realtor, or setting up a mortgage, which is one of the scariest things to do most of the time when you're young or old. And being able to be part of that in their life is really, really rewarding and fun for me.
And when you say being a part of your life, what does that look like?
Yeah, so we do a lot of things. I mean, most people think of insurance, when you need it, whether when you're purchasing a home for the first time and someone tells you, okay, at this point you go find insurance, and whether you go find somebody who you've had or your parents have had, or you search online, we like to be there for any people who need insurance. And so, we are contactable many ways, from phone, email, text messages, internet. When we get connected with people, we like to just be able to be consultants for them. So find what they're looking for, what their needs are. Let's say, for instance, it's home insurance. We're going to shop many options for their home insurance and find the best values of coverages and rates for them that we can find. And not only that, but consult them. So we really at Värde Insurance Group, we pride ourselves in being great personable consultants. I joke with people and say, I don't sell anything. I'm an insurance agent, but what we like to do is just gather information, have great conversations with people, be able to connect with them on personal levels, and help them any way we can in insurance. And so a lot of times that looks like gathering information on their home, auto, life insurance, business, whatever it might be, assessing their needs, assessing the risks, assessing, what kind of coverage they might need and how to make that work. In addition to just the transactional pieces, we love to connect with our clients. We want clients for life. And so we love to connect with them on social media. We do things like visit them at their home or work if that's more convenient for different appointments or questions. And so we like to be more involved, personable as we can be, and sometimes as personal as they want to be. Because sometimes people don't want that. They might just want figures, numbers, and to go on with their life.
Yeah, and that may be enough a personal time for them.
Definitely, yeah. So we're definitely not like that with everybody. We are usually nice and ask, how involved do you want us to be? What are you looking for in an insurance agent versus just cramming things down and like we're not going to randomly show up at your work or something. But we like to build relationships, and for all of us at Värde Group, we love to invest in those relationships. And rather than just basic transaction, here's your home insurance quote, what do you think? We like to know our clients and for our clients to know us. And for all of us, that's really what wakes us up in the morning, to be able to help people and know and grow with people.
Well, and it seems like, and from what I hear from a lot of insurance agents when talking to them, insurance is not where they started. You didn't go to college to think, I'm going to be an insurance agent from what I can see. Tell us a little bit about how your experience in past careers and just personal life experience has led you to this place and has led you to this love of your insurance agency and the people that you serve.
Going way, way back, my father is an entrepreneur, and my twin brother and I, I've learned a lot from him. He's a great mentor to us. We've always had kind of entrepreneurial spirits of being able to look at things and see how to connect things or help people. I've always been a helper. And it might sound corny or cliche, but I really just love helping people any way I can. Growing up, going to school, going to college, I graduated with a bachelor's in psychology, again, wanting to help people in the mental health world, but really struggling with two sides of my brain of saying, okay, I want to help people. I love mental health kind of things, but I also love business. My father's a businessman, and I love the aspect of working in that. And so I graduated college and went into a nonprofit world and worked there for about 6 years within foster care in Oklahoma. Absolutely loved it. And during that tenure, I got a master's degree in counseling. So I actually have a master's in family and marital therapy. So I actually really loved helping families and couples, being able just to get to know people, kind of like troubleshoot for different issues and areas of how to help. And my story goes a little bit like, things were changing in Oklahoma with mental health, and I was kind of looking to see if I should do something else and actually go into the business side. And when I was thinking about it, I had a family member say, you should actually be an insurance agent. You love people, you love helping people, you love connecting. It'd be something you'd be really good at.
Did you say, heck no, I didn't go to school for that?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I have no education and didn't, I'm a therapist, I'm this, I'm that. But I actually interviewed several different jobs, different positions, including a couple of insurance companies just to check it out. And researching it, learning it, for interviews and all those things, I was really started to realize this could be something I would really enjoy. And it's a great way to help a lot of people and, can make a good living and be able to grow something on my own and really just fit those skills and abilities and dreams that I have of, entrepreneurship and other things. So jumped right into it, and having the past experiences of, psychology and mental health and counseling comes in real handy as an insurance agent. I mean, we deal with a lot of people who have claims, who have, scary things happen, or some of the most frightening times they're calling their insurance agent. And those are skills and, abilities that I have that are really come in handy that, sometimes I really thrive in. Not that I want anything bad to happen, but, I'm able to help. And we train our team to do a good job with that. And not only the the buying of insurance, but the using of insurance too.
It probably gives you an advantage, wouldn't you say?
There are not a lot of therapists that become insurance agents, I don't think, and it does, because being able to listen well to people, to relate to people, and not only having those abilities but strengthening those skills, as I paid a master's degree for, is helpful. And again, it's just, insurance became just a great vehicle or model for me to utilize some of those skills.
So Värde, you've explained it to me before, but I want everyone to hear, Värde is not a normal word that we hear. Explain that and what that means.
Värde is the Swedish term or word for value. It's basically an impact term that means to bring value to something. And so when I think about insurance, for my role, for my team and my employees, what we look at for insurance, we want to be able to provide value to our clients, to our partners, and to our community. And so I just love the idea of value, and I have some Swedish heritage, so it kind of just worked out, and I thought Värde was a really cool word. It kind of just wraps up and encapsulates everything that we want to do at Värde Insurance Group with our community, to serve people, provide value to them, not just to provide insurance, but to go steps beyond that and, provide great consultation and education about explaining what coverages are, or, helping them navigate different types of insurance and things, rather than just throwing a attachment in an email and saying, good luck, here it is, So value is a big deal to us, and we strive each and every day to find ways to keep adding value to everybody we contact.
So I know a lot of people are probably wondering, when you say you're a twin, I'm a twin as well. And one of the first questions they ask are, well, are you identical? And I try to explain to them that, boy and girl cannot be identical twins. But for you, it's a little bit different. Are you identical?
Yes, Garrett and I are definitely identical twins. We look a lot alike. I mean, we are both bald with beards. And so, yeah, and it's funny being, in the same circles, in the same cities, running around town, being mistaken for each other all the time, and played a lot of fun tricks as kids. But we are identical twins, and we are often mistaken for each other. So we always joke that, we have to walk around kind of like politicians, shaking everybody's hand that looks at us, or, like a rock star when we walk into a restaurant, like, do you think you know me? Do I have to be nice to you because you think you know me? I don't know who you are, but you might know my brother. So it happens often, but it's really fun and unique to be twins, but also to be doing business with your twin brother.
I was just thinking, what a blessing it is to be able to be with your brother and have that type of work relationship, to be able to grow a business together and also have that phenomenal relationship outside is just, it's rare. And so it's so encouraging to hear that. It's Garrett, right?
Garrett and Grant.
What does he do for the agency?
I mean, he's an agent like I am. He does a lot of things, and we all kind of do a mixture of things with quoting other things. But Garrett has a really strong background in public relations and marketing. He is kind of the guru for social media and marketing. I mean, he takes great care of clients as well, and does quotes and things. He also does a great job with the business insurance side, commercial insurance. So those are kind of his areas of expertise. And so we kind of all do a little bit of everything, but you like to specify and stay in your lanes and do things too. So we try to keep that as well.
Last question I have for you, and then we definitely want to get to our 5 key takeaways from you. You did come from a larger company, a larger brand, and then you went independent, if I'm reading all my facts correctly. And I want you to just give an idea of why someone should choose independent agency like yourself, Värde Insurance, versus a bigger brand.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. One question we get asked often, understanding what is independent agencies or how does this work? I would first start off and say, I mean, there's a lot of great companies. There's a lot of great agents all over the state of Oklahoma. And the one of the main differences between captive agents or independent agents is just options. As an independent agent, I have like I said, multiple, just dozens of options to really shop for clients. Rather than just showing one or two options from a company, I worked with several companies to be able to provide the best coverages and rates. And so I'm not limited to one company and trying to possibly force a policy or hard sell a policy because that's all I have. I'm able to shop for clients and find the best rates and coverages possible. And it's a lot of fun.
As we like to ask all of our guests on the podcast, 5 key takeaways that you believe are important for our listeners to know. And that could be whether it's you about an insurance or just life in general. So give us those 5.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, I had 5 things that were geared towards insurance, but I love reading. I love doing a lot of other things. So I'm going to share a couple of points on the fly. But regarding to insurance, I'd say number 1 is know what you're paying for. We spend a lot of time consulting on the insurance, just educating this is what that is. I'd say deductibles in that might be one of the most important things. We see a lot of people who have rather large deductibles and aren't aware of it. So know what you're paying for is a big one. I'd also say in insurance, ask away. Don't ever think you're going to bombard or bug an insurance agent by asking, the quote unquote stupid question. We're licensed agents, and a lot of agents have done it for years, and that's our job. And so most agents are happy to educate you and answer those questions to help you feel more comfortable with what you have. I would say shop insurance every 2 to 4 years. And that's kind of a fun part about being an independent as well, is we get to shop for them. So rather than losing clients, we get to continue to keep clients as independent agents at Värde and continue to find the best rates and coverages for them. Number 4, I would say you have control over 2 things in your life: attitude and your effort. And that was taught to me at a young age. And the more and more I grew up and had more experiences, the more truer those things came about and I could see. And so, you can't control other people. You can't control sometimes circumstances, but in those circumstances, you can control your attitude about it and your effort in the moment. And that has changed my life. Number 5, I would say insurance agents are people too. So
I agree with that.
So a lot of times, we have a negative stereotype, and I completely get it. Before I was an insurance agent, I had a similar stereotype, but a lot of times it's fun to see that, people recognize that, as much as we're available and want to help, we have families too. And it's good to have balances on things to have certain hours of calling and things. Now, obviously, every insurance agent wants to help people and wants to be available, but we're not all monsters. And a lot of agents in Oklahoma are really great people who want to help people.
I would say we probably have some of the nice ones. Oklahoma is definitely known for being a kinder state. So it definitely is more approachable, I would say.
Yeah. I've got some great friends who are insurance agents at other companies and all around Oklahoma and some across the nation too. So there's some really great people.
Well, and one thing with BriteBee is that we want to project, as we say, we want to help people find qualified insurance agents, but we also want to help the agents establish their reputation online. If we help them establish their reputation online, then we can show that they are people just like the person searching for them. We are dedicated to working tirelessly to help you with that. So we really appreciate your patience and allowing us to have the opportunity to take time today to talk. If other people are wondering how they get in contact with you, what are the best ways that they can reach you?
Yeah, always. You can, go online and find us on Facebook, Värde Insurance Group. We're on Instagram. You can find our information online for email, calling us. And our website is vardeinsurance.com. Pretty easy, VARDE insurance.com. We give out our cell phones to individuals as well. So I'm always happy to take a call or text and help anybody with their insurance needs.
And just a reminder that anyone can also go on to BriteBee.com and search for Grant Johnson, and you will find him there with information about him and more things of that nature. We'll also have all of this information in our show notes as well. But Grant, it has been great talking to you. I wish you a lot of success, and we will talk to you very soon.